in my village, yeah. I start reminiscing, yeah. It's time for crying, fuck, I want it to be different, yeah. Laying on the side, guess it's time for a different prayer. Oh, please favor for me. Do this one favor for me. Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So in this video, it's basically a get to know me. So I'll just be doing a Q&A where I'll be answering a couple of questions. If I do go off, guys, I'm just that type of person, but we'll see how it goes. So I think the first thing is I'll introduce myself, and then we'll go straight into the questions because I don't think I've done a proper intro. But yeah, basically, Dingu Vuyo, as I said in my first vlog, a lot of people call me Vuyo, but as I grew up, I now prefer Usonke, which is my second name, hence Sonke Sikundla. But yeah, I am a mom to a 10-year-old, which you'll be seeing my daughter a lot in my vlogs, a lot in my daily life, because obviously I'm a mom. So I was a teen mom. I had my daughter when I was 17 and now she lives with me. So yeah, that's like one of the biggest things for me right now. So I'm very excited to be living with her and just creating all the content that we're going to be creating together. What did I miss? I'm a child. There's 5 of us at home. So I have 4 siblings. Like same mom, same dad type of vibes. Well, same mom. Yeah. Abantu ngizalwa nabo directly, basically. So by 5, and then I have a lot of other sisters and brothers. So Nigo Tugi, when I keep on saying my brother, my sister, my brother, my sister. Yeah. Yeah, so we are black people, so you guys will be getting a lot of my brother, my sister content. You're gonna be confused. Didn't you say by 5? But by 20. But yeah, I think that's the basics. I don't think I left anything out that is very general and like worth sharing. I think I basically grew up in a family where my parents were married. My dad is no longer alive, so that why it's always my mom, upudada. My dad passed away in 2021. Maybe will have I don't know if it's a section. I think a section. Maybe one day we'll have a section where we are just discussing grief and loss, because as we all know, that's a process. It never ends, and it's still quite fresh for me. But yeah. So now I'm left with my mom, Nomagazi Wam, which is technically my mom as well. So you'll probably see Nomagazi Wam a lot as well. Then I have a lot of other mothers and fathers. Yeah, come from a very big family. And yeah, I'm excited to share life yam and the people that make me happy in my life. So yeah, let's get straight into it before too much. Yeah, so the first question up is, what made me start my own YouTube channel? What inspired me? So basically, I've always been like fascinated by the whole content creation thing. I love editing videos. Like I post a lot on TikTok. I don't post too much on Instagram, but I do even on Instagram. Like I love taking pictures. I love taking videos. I love documenting my life, and I feel like YouTube is a good way to document your life, because it's not just going to be like snippets, but more of like full videos, like exactly this is where I've been, and it's just good. Like I'm a person who reflects a lot, so I always look at my life and I'm like, yo, I'm so grateful for where I am. I'm so grateful for where I come from. And then just having those memories documented, I think, is one of my biggest inspirations. And then, yeah, I've always wanted to do it. I think a few years ago, I was ready to start, but then I got distracted, you know. As man, guys, now in love, we are consumega, and yeah, so I was a gone girl for some time. That let's do content, but I've been saying I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. So here I am today. hopefully the inspiration is enough. But yeah, I'm excited to just jump straight into it and share the content with you guys. Okay, let's see what the next question is. What should we expect to see on your YouTube channel? Okay, so I think the main reason why I started, the YouTube channel is because I want to create like a realistic, I want to create realistic content. So I want to create content for people who can relate to me, people who are very early in their careers, in their 9-to-5 career, people who work from home, because I fully work from home. What work from home life looks like, what being a single mom looks like, what traveling on a budget looks like. So very simple, realistic content. I also do makeup in my spare time. I do people's makeup, still a work in progress, still learning, but I am a self-taught MUA. I do refer to myself as that. So you can expect to see me working on my clients as well. I am a reseller as well for the Arabic perfumes, so you can expect to see content on that as well. I will definitely be reviewing the perfumes that I have, and also having a couple of my clients reviewing their perfumes for you guys. So that type of content, man, just normal day-to-day lifestyle, mommyhood, lots and lots of mommyhood. I think that about covers it. Beauty, lifestyle, makeup, but in a very like simple manner. I'm a very simple person. And then the next question is your childhood nickname. Okay, it's a couple of questions in one actually here, so I'll try to answer zonke without making it too long. Your childhood nickname, do you like surprises, and my proudest accomplishment. So my childhood nickname, my dad called me Ulili, which my brothers also still do till today. Even my dad, until he went 6 feet under, and the reason behind this nickname is because yo guys Nantefa. And to translate that, I used to cry a lot. Like I would cry for any and everything. So as a result, if any of my nephews or nieces, or even my daughter, I get so annoyed. But yeah, as a result, I get so frustrated because I was that person. So I think generally, abantu abafana nawe, when they do things that you do. Oh God. Okay, you're just gonna say hi and go. Say hi. Okay, now you can go. I'm changing nappy. Go change your nappy. Go, Baba. Close the door. Bye. Okay. But as I was saying, abantu abafana nawe, you get annoyed by ezinye izinto abazenzayo. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, like I remember how me and my dad were a lot alike. So yeah, that's where the nickname comes from. And then there was also, if you watched Generations back then, there was this guy Vuyo Nogabu, his surname. So some of my cousins, brothers, sisters, whatever, they called me that. Niazaz, if you are watching, I hate that name. They still call me by that name sometimes, knowing very well how much I hate that name. But yeah, and then it was a 3-in-1. Send Libelin on the second part. Do I like surprises? Yes, I love surprises. Gifting is one of my love languages. So any form of gift, be surprised, be happy. Especially when I surprise, obviously, like where I am not expecting it at all, whether we are deciding to get away, I won't say no. Or you are buying me a young handbag that I've been talking about for the longest time, or a perfume or whatever. I love surprises. I love surprising other people. I love seeing the people in my life happy. So I am a person who believes in reciprocation. So if you can reciprocate my behavior towards you, because I will definitely surprise the people that I love. If you can do that back, you like it. Sizovana kakhulu. And then my biggest accomplishment, proudest accomplishment, I would say, for me, is definitely being able to take my daughter now to come live with me. Because I remember when I was growing up, especially when I was still a teenager, and then I went into varsity Namshiya Pekaya. Like, that was very hard for me to do. As much as I still lived my life to the fullest, and like, I didn't let that indie pull it back, like how people have that mentality that if you have a kid when you're young, then we are kafa. No, I did not have that. For me, that was one of the factors that pushed me actually to study, to pass. Hey, schooling, guys, but I always had that thing at the back of my head that, Osalayo, you have to make it for your kid. So that's one of my proudest accomplishments now, being able to like be a full-time single parent and do everything for my daughter. That, yeah, for me is like, yeah, God is God. God is definitely God. And then the next question, who knows me best and what's one thing I'll never do again? Who knows me best? My sister, guys. I think it's definitely my younger sister, Uzonge. You'll see her a lot. Like, you'll be seeing her a lot. I live with her. She's literally like my best friend. So she's definitely the person who knows me the most. And then one thing I'll never do again, I'll definitely never be naive to la saying 80. I'll never tell myself again, but not my man. Because men will show you flames, guys. It's not my man. No, I'll definitely never do that again. Yes, and be like, yes, my man. But I will never forget that a man is a man at the end of the day, and a man will show you that he's a man. So yeah, I think that's the one I can think of right now. There's probably a lot, but because I recently went through a breakup, so guys, I'll be honest with you guys. So that's the one at the top of my head right now. But men will show you that they are men, so I will never be naive to the fact that men are men again. Yeah. And then the next question, I noticed you enjoy cooking, but can you cook? Rate yourself 1 to 10, and has your boyfriend ever rated your cooking? So I do really enjoy cooking, and I can cook. I can cook, I can bake. But then again, that's my opinion. I don't think singabantu sine taste is fanayo. Like, what I enjoy, you might not enjoy. But it's very rare for people to not enjoy Indwendi Piggy. Just to pat myself on the back, guys. But rate myself 1 to 10. You're inzima ke leyo. Mhlambe I could rate myself and guys. There's kids all over the house. But yeah, I think I'd rate myself an 8.5, because I think there's always room for improvement. And Namdi Afuna, it's not like I could write a recipe book right now or anything. No, definitely not. Namdi sasebenzi recipes abanye. And then here and there, there's dibanisela. Excuse me, I don't really like measure. I don't really like measure or anything, like, unless I'm following a recipe. But even with the recipe, I'll do my own thing to it, add a bit of V-spice. Basically, London Ipegayo. But yeah, I think that people in my life can definitely agree, but I can cook. I am a great cook. I love cooking. I love being in the kitchen. Just don't make me wash the dishes. I can cook, I can bake, I can do anything in the kitchen. I can make cocktails. I can do whatever needs to be done. Just don't make me wash the dishes. And then, what do I like to do for fun? I think, this is a hard one, to be honest, because Diaz contradict. I like going out, ne? But I don't go out much. I like going out. I like exploring new places. I like just being outside. Ndibona abantu. I like ubona abantu, but I'm also very socially awkward. I know this might come across as not truthful to anyone who knows me, but I use being talkative as a cover up for my social anxiety. So I like going out, I like seeing people, I like meeting new people. That's what I like doing for fun. And then where did I grow up? I grew up in Margate in KZN. I was born in Port Shepstone. So I was born and bred in Margate basically. I lived in Margate for 4 years until I moved to Joburg for varsity when I was the year I was turning 19, or had I turned 19 already? No, the year I was turning 19 to go do my first year. But yeah, I was born and bred in Margate. I know Ndimumxhosa, and a lot of people are gonna like ask themselves, Haibo, Margate, KZN, Jani. But yeah, guys, in Margate, it's the Xhosa people have taken over because it's so close to the Eastern Cape. That's how. So originally my roots are in the Eastern Cape, but currently I like when I go home to go to Margate because that's where my parents' house is. I was born and bred there. I grew up there. What did you study and what do you do for a living? So I studied a BSc in computer science and informatics. So I majored in both of those, computer science and informatics, ne? And then what do I currently do for a living? Currently I work in the data field, in finance. That's all I can say, to be honest. I can't say much, guys. As a poppy egg. But yeah, that's what I did, and currently I do work a 9 to 5, and I do plan to stay 9 to 5. We are chasing the bag. How many siblings do you have? I think I've answered this one in my intro. Yeah, so 4 siblings, but I think about 18, if I'm not mistaken. Asenbala Nabani. And then I think this is the last question. How are we on the last question already? Hey, I wonder this pendulum zonke na. Let me just check if I've answered everything. Yeah, I think I've answered everything. And then the last question is, how are you doing? Are you happy in all areas of your life? Go through them one by one. How am I doing? Guys, so I was interrupted by my mom. She walked in. So I had to stop. But yeah, I was about to answer the last question, which is, how are you doing? Are you happy in all areas of your life? Go through them one by one. I'll be honest, ne? I've been going through a lot lately, as I've already mentioned. I recently went through a breakup, but I'm gonna delve into that just now. But I'm good. Like, genuinely speaking, I am good. God, it's like, guys, Utiko, he has this thing of wanting to show off. Like, one thing about God, he will show off. So like, whenever I am feeling down or I'm feeling some type of way, like, God will somehow remind me, bruh, you're living in a lot of answered prayers. So I'm good. Life is not as I had planned at this point of my life, but I'm good. Like, I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm accepting my life for what it is, and I'm just taking life one day at a time. So let me go through a couple of areas that I can think of. in terms of grief, let me start with grief because that's, I think, the biggest thing that affects me in my life. I'm spending Christmas at home, like Ekaya in Margate, for the first time without my dad, or I was spending Christmas. So that was very triggering for me, but I'm proud of how I handled that, and how I came through on the other side, and I'm fine. And like, I'm like, okay, this is our life now, and it happened, and we're living like, as much as engaseko in the flesh, his presence is always with us, type of thing. We any little chance we'll talk about those memories that we have, which I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for those memories. Abantu abaninzi, they don't even have those memories. So I am grateful to have those memories of my dad, and to be able to say utata saw me for 26 years of my life. I think when I was introducing myself, I actually should have mentioned this, because I think this is a question that comes up a lot as well. But how old am I? So he passed away in 2021. I was 26 at that time. Was I 26? 25. Yeah. He was present for 25 years of my life. I was 25 at that time. I'm currently 27, turning 28 in Jan. Yeah. So I am so grateful for that. But I was given the gift to have my father for 25 years. Now, if I could change things, he would obviously be here. But God's plan, man. God's plan. And then in terms of relationships, I think Nando, that people always want to hear, Leo. How am I doing? As I said, I'm still going through stages of breakup in a stage. So I think my breakup is very fresh, about a month old, if I'm not mistaken, with someone I had been with for two years, 2 good years. I think I'm doing pretty well. I don't know if coming home, coming home definitely helped me, because when I was in Joburg, obviously, all the time, and now you are just going about your days, or some morning, and they're just gone, like poof, it's harder when you're in that environment that you spend so much time with someone. So now I'm in a happy environment, which has helped with my healing process a lot. So I'm healing, I'm fine. I'm proud of myself as well for not being like bitter towards men, because now I'm typically the type of person that will like ndibabita after I break up. Like, I'll be like, I hate men, I don't want to see men, no, especially if I was like extremely serious about you, or I somehow feel used. Like that will always be there. But this time around, I'm just like, lessons learned. Like, I'm taking the lessons that came with the relationship, which were a lot. I think for me, it was my first serious relationship as an adult. So I'm taking the lessons that came with it, and hopefully they can build me in the next one. Like, I'm okay. I'm open to moving on and having other relationships, and I think that's the biggest thing for me. That's one of the things that I feared when I was personally holding on, because for some time, then when you usabambelele. So yeah, I think I'm just taking the lessons, so I'm okay. And then in terms of family, super excited for the new year with my daughter. As I said, guys, I know, like, I'm sure my face probably lights up every time I talk about my daughter, but yeah, that girl is like the light of my life. As much as I say Teta, I say mama, I'm like, girl, you've been but yeah, like, I'm excited for that. I am excited for the journey ahead. I'm excited for the journey of motherhood. Like I feel like I'm finally getting to experience motherhood. Like I feel like previously, even though, especially since I started working, I've been more, I've been feeling less useless or less helpless in my daughter's life. Akufani nangoku ezaba nam 24/7. So I'm excited for that journey, grateful to God for that journey. And then good December, I'm with family, I'm happy. I love being with my family. It's always a good time. And yeah, like I'm still excited for insuku ezika December sizawudlula and going into January, going into the new year. I haven't spent New Year's Eve with my family in a while. Excuse me. So I'm super excited to be with my family and spend like some time with my family. And then I think the last one that would be a big thing for me is my career. How am I feeling in terms of my career? Yo guys, I'm happy. I don't even want to lie. Like I am so happy. I'm so blessed. Like I'm living in an answered prayer in terms of my career. I remember when I was studying, I would always feel like this cannot be worth it. Like, what is the point of what I am doing anyway? You know, like depression yokufunda, when it starts sinking in. So I would feel like that and I'd be like, there's no point to all of this. Cut, you know? And then I'd call my mom and she'd be like, girl, you've got the potential. You can do this. You are destined for greatness. I'd call my dad, he'd say the same thing, you know, and they would tell me, you are gonna make this. Like, do you know who you are? So now I think I am finally seeing the point about what was the point. So I'm at the happiest I've ever been in my career. I'm happy. Like I'm learning every day. I love my job. I love the people that I work with. It's always a good time. But yeah, I think that brings us to the end of this get to know me session. Guys. I'm still gonna get the wording right. So get to know me episode. It's an episode, right? But yeah, I think that brings us to the end. Thank you so much, guys, for my I know I learned a lot, and this is longer than I expected because I wrote in myself people I don't even plan. But yeah, this is me. This is how talkative I am. So let me know if you want us to do more sit downs, and if you do, how you'd like us to go about that. But yeah, I've enjoyed talking to you guys. Like I feel like I opened up a lot more than I did today in the past couple of weeks, which is great. Like it's just been nice to just talk and answer questions that people have about you. But yeah, guys, I think so we'll talk. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share, guys. Please share, because the more you share, the more other people get to know the channel and all of that. But yeah, until next time, guys, this is Patigano. I love you all.